Hello, my name is Aubrey. I'm so glad you're here. Today, I hope to answer the question as to whether or not the adult Fairyloot box is worth it for you. So I have been a subscriber of the adult Fairyloot box since day one, and I really did mean to do this review sometime last year, but last year was very busy for me and I never got around to it. So I'm doing it this year, which means that I have a whole extra year's worth of books to show you, which actually I think is kind of fun because I really do think that Fairyloot has come a long way. And so I think it might be interesting to see that evolution as we go through each of the books. I'm going to give the same disclaimer that I made for my Illumicrate video, which is to say that I don't work for Fairyloot. This video is not sponsored. I've never repped for them. I don't know anyone who works for them. I have no skin in this game whatsoever. Mostly, I would like this video to be a useful resource for you to make up your own mind about whether or not the Fairyloot box is worth it to you. So I am going to be going through some general facts about the box. How much does it cost? What is the adult subscription all about? I'm going to be going through each of the books that I have. I believe I have skipped 2 books so far. So I'm going to be going through each of the books. I'm going to show you their special edition features. I'm going to be giving you Goodreads reviews and ratings for each one. And then at the end, I will have some like wrap-up statistics. And then at the very end, I will share my own thoughts and feelings about my experience with the subscription. So that's what you're in for today, and I hope that it's useful to you. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. All right, so what is contained within the adult fantasy subscription? It is a book-only subscription, so there are no bookish items included in the subscription. There's no option to have bookish items. I believe that the only Fairyloot box that comes with bookish items is their YA subscription. And so every month we receive a newly released adult fantasy hardcover. The US pricing is $28 and the shipping is $6.90. I personally get charged $36.27 every month for the subscription, including shipping and tax and stuff like that. And each book is expected to have unique customizations from Fairyloot. And as we go through the books, you'll see that those customizations tend to vary from book to book. All right, so let's just get started with the very first book we ever got. This came out in March of 2022, and it was the Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. This edition comes with an exclusive colorway cover, digital sprayed edges, end paper art, foil on the hardcover, as well as a digital signature. The Atlas 6 has an average rating of 3.60 on Goodreads, the most common rating being a 4-star and the second most common rating being a 3-star. Next up, we have The City of Dusk by Tara Sim. This edition comes with an exclusive colorway cover, sprayed edges, end paper art, foil on the naked hardcover, a ribbon bookmark, and it is signed by the author. The average Goodreads rating for City of Dusk is 3.62. The most common rating is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is 3-star. Then in May, we got Book of Night by Holly Black. This edition comes with an exclusive colorway cover, sprayed edges, end paper art, a redesigned hardcover with foil, a ribbon bookmark, and a digital signature. The Book of Night has an average rating on Goodreads of 3.54. The most common rating is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is a 3-star. In June, we got Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno Dawson. This edition has an exclusive colorway cover, digitally sprayed edges, a redesigned hardcover, and custom end papers signed by the author. Her Majesty's Royal Coven has an average rating of 3.84 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is a 5-star. In July, we got The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy by Megan Bannon. This edition comes with an exclusive colorway cover, sprayed stenciled edges, foil embossing on the hardcover, end paper art, and it is signed by the author. The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy has an average of 4.09 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is a 5-star. In August, we got Babel by R.F. Kuang. This edition has an exclusive colorway cover as well as foiling, digital sprayed edges, a redesigned hardcover with foil, end paper art, and it is signed by the author. Babel has an average rating of 4.18 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 5-star, and the second most common rating is a 4-star. In September, we got Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young. This edition has an exclusive colorway cover, digital sprayed edges on all 3 sides, foiling on the naked hardcover, end paper art, as well as a signed bookplate. Spells for Forgetting has an average rating of 3.88 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is a 5-star. In October, we got Poster Girl by Veronica Roth, and I would just like to point out that this is the only sci-fi book we've gotten so far. This edition has an exclusive colorway cover, digital sprayed edges, foiling on the hardcover, end paper art, and a digital signature. Poster Girl has an average rating of 3.65 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is a 3-star. In November, we got A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. This edition has an exclusive colorway cover, digital sprayed edges, artwork on the naked hardcover, end paper art, and an afterword printed at the end. A Dowry of Blood has an average rating of 4 on Goodreads, the most common rating being a 4-star, and the second most common rating being a 5-star. And then in December, we got Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. This edition has an exclusive colorway cover, sprayed and stenciled edges, a redesigned naked hardcover with foiling, end paper art, and it is signed by the author. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies has an average rating of 4.02 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is a 5-star. So that concludes year 1. Now we're on to year 2. So in January, we got The Last Tale of the Flower Bride by Roshani Chokshi. This edition has an exclusive colorway cover, digital sprayed edges on all 3 sides, foil on the naked hardcover, end paper art, and a signed bookplate. The Last Tale of the Flower Bride has an average rating of 3.70. the most common rating being a 4-star and the second most common rating being a 3-star. Then in February, we got The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi by Shannon Chakraborty. This edition has an exclusively redesigned cover, digitally sprayed edges, foil on the naked hardcover, foiled end paper art, and a digital signature. The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi has an average rating of 4.28 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 5-star, and the second most common rating is a 4-star. In March, we got The Foxglove King by Hannah Witten. This edition has an exclusive colorway cover, digital sprayed edges on all 3 sides, a redesigned naked hardcover with foiling, end paper art, a reversible dust jacket, a digital signature, and an author letter bound in the book. The Foxglove King has an average rating of 3.79. The most common rating is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is a 3-star. The April book was In the Lives of Puppets by TJ Klune. This edition features an exclusively redesigned cover, digital sprayed edges, foil on the naked hardcover, end paper art, and it is signed by the author. In the Lives of Puppets gets a 3.93 average rating on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is a 5-star. In May, we got The Curse of Saints by Kate Dramas. This edition features an exclusive redesigned cover, ombre sprayed edges, foiling on the naked hardcover, end paper art, it's signed by the author, and it also has a bonus chapter at the end. The average rating for The Curse of Saints is 3.73. The most common rating is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is a 3-star. In June, we got Shanghai Immortal by A.Y. Chow. This edition features an exclusive colorway cover, digital sprayed edges on all 3 sides, a redesigned hardcover with foiling, end paper art, a digital signature, and an author letter with exclusive art. The average rating for Shanghai Immortal is a 3.38 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 3-star, and the second most common rating is a 4-star. In July, we got Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong. This edition features an exclusive colorway cover, digital sprayed edges on all 3 sides, foiling on the naked hardcover, a reversible dust jacket, end paper art, a digital signature, and an author letter with exclusive character art. Immortal Longings gets a 3.53 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is a 3-star. In August, we got Forged by Blood by Egebor Okosan. This edition features an exclusive colorway cover, digital sprayed edges, foiling on the naked hardcover, a reversible dust jacket, end paper art with foiling, a digital signature, and an author letter with exclusive art. Forged by Blood has an average rating of 3.46 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 3-star, and the second most common rating is a 4-star. In September, we got Son of Blood and Ruin by Marilee Lairs. This is the first book that I ever skipped, so I don't have it. This edition came with an exclusive redesigned hardcover with foiling. It has a digital sprayed edge, end paper art, a reversible dust jacket, as well as a digital signature and an author letter with exclusive art. Son of Blood and Ruin has an average rating of 3.18 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 3-star, and the second most common rating was a 4-star. In October, we got The Hurricane Wars by Thea Guanzan. This edition features an exclusively redesigned cover, digital sprayed edges, foiling on the naked hardcover, end paper art with foiling, a digital signature, and an author letter with exclusive art. The Hurricane Wars has an average rating of 3.66 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is a 3-star. In November, we got Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare. This edition features an exclusive redesigned cover, digital sprayed edges, foiling on the naked hardcover, end paper artwork with foiling, a ribbon bookmark, and a digital signature. Swordcatcher has an average rating of 3.80 on Goodreads. The most common is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is tied between a 5-star and a 3-star. And in December, we got Faybound by Saara El Arifi. This edition features an exclusive colorway cover, digital sprayed edges, foiling on the front and back of the naked hardcover, character art on the end papers, a reversible dust jacket, an author letter with character art. Faybound has an average rating of 3.62 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is a 3-star. All right, so that was the end of year 2, and now we are on to year 3. So the first book we got in January this year was The City of Stardust by Georgia Summers. This is the second one that I skipped. So this edition features an exclusive redesigned cover, a reversible dust jacket, foiling on the hardcover, digital sprayed edges, end paper art, an author letter with exclusive character art, and a digital signature. The City of Stardust has an average rating of 3.36 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 3-star, and the second most common rating is a 4-star. In February, we got A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen. This edition features an exclusively redesigned cover, digitally sprayed edges on all 3 sides, artwork on the end papers, foiling on the naked hardcover, an author letter with exclusive character art, and it is signed by the author. A Fate Inked in Blood has an average rating of 4 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is a 5-star. In March, we got A Feather So Black by Lyra Celine. This edition features an exclusive redesigned cover, an alternative colorway of the trade cover on the reverse dust jacket, digitally sprayed edges on all 3 sides, artwork on the end papers, a foil design on the hardcover, an author letter bound into the book, as well as a digital signature. A Feather So Black has an average rating of 3.77 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is a 3-star. In April, we got Evocation by S.T. Gibson. This edition features an exclusive colorway cover change, digitally sprayed edges on all 3 sides, a redesigned cover on the reverse dust jacket, end paper art, foiling on the naked hardcover front and back, an author letter with exclusive character art, and it is signed by the author. Evocation has an average rating of 3.68 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is a 3-star. In May, we got The Honey Witch by Sydney J. Shields. This edition features an exclusive colorway cover, artwork on the reversible dust jacket, digitally sprayed edges, character art on the end papers with foiling, foiling on the naked hardcover, and there is a digitally signed author letter bound into the book. The Honey Witch has an average rating of 3.68 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is a 3-star. In June, we got The God and the Gumeho by Sophie Kim. This edition features an exclusive colorway cover, digitally sprayed edges, a reversible dust jacket, foiling on the naked hardcover, character art on the end papers, and an author letter with a digital signature bound into the book. The God and the Gumeho have an average rating of 4.14 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 5-star, and the second most common rating is a 4-star. All right, and the last book I have for you today is the July book, and it was The Night Ends with Fire by KX Song. This edition features an exclusive redesigned cover, digitally sprayed edges on all 3 sides, a reversible dust jacket, a full color design on the hardback with foil, foiled character art on the end papers, a chapter that's annotated by the author, and an author letter with the digital signature bound into the book. The Night Ends with Fire has an average rating of 3.95 on Goodreads. The most common rating is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is a 5-star. So those were all of the books, but I'm quickly going to go through some statistics as well as my thoughts and feelings on the subscription. So far, the most common rating for an adult fantasy Fairyloot book is a 4-star, and the second most common rating is a 3-star. 28 out of the 29 authors have been female authors, which is honestly kind of a flex. And to my knowledge, 11 out of the 29 authors were authors of color. 19 of the books had different colorway covers versus 10 that had completely redesigned covers. 26 of the books had digital sprayed edges versus 3 that only had simple sprayed edges or ombre sprayed edges. 17 of the books had foil on the naked hardcover versus 11 that had a redesigned naked hardcover. 3 of the 29 books included a ribbon bookmark. 10 of the books were hand-signed versus 2 which had signed book plates versus 16 which had digital signatures versus 1 that had no signature. 11 out of the 29 books had alternative dust jackets. 14 of the books out of 29 had an author letter, and all of the books included end paper art of some kind. All right, so who do I think that the adult Fairyloot fantasy box is for? First of all, I would say that I think the box is not for fantasy lovers who primarily enjoy high fantasy and adventure fantasy. Most of these picks have been on the low fantasy side, either taking place in our own world and having sprinklings of magic, or taking place in a fantasy world that's very like our own world. And while there are some high fantasy picks, I think that that's generally not the vibe here. I would also say that this subscription is not for anyone who is uninterested in romantasy. While not all of these are romantasy, they do have a tendency to lean towards romantic plots and romantic subplots. There are also quite a few paranormal and occult picks in here as well. And so I would say that if you like lower fantasy books, if you enjoy romance in your books, and especially if you would like a book box subscription that really leans into like having all the trappings, having those exclusive covers and sprayed edges and foiling and hidden covers. If you want all those yummy little details, I really do think that Fairyloot is doing an excellent job. I personally have really enjoyed my Fairyloot subscription. I feel like that sort of goes without saying, otherwise I wouldn't have kept it for so long. I just think a lot of these editions are so lovely and they look so nice on a shelf and they just have fun, beautiful surprises in them. Not to mention that Fairyloot has made special editions of some of my favorite books in recent years, so specifically The Adventures of Amina al-Sarafi, The Last Tale of the Flower Bride, Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, A Dowry of Blood, The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. So I love having special editions of my favorite books, and a lot of these that I haven't gotten to yet, I am really looking forward to reading and I'm interested in reading. I really enjoy my subscription. I'm very happy with it. It is worth mentioning that having the adult subscription as well as the YA subscription gets you early access to certain exclusive sets and other books that they put out, and I have taken advantage of that many a time. And Fairyloot has put out several stunning editions of books that I'm very happy to have and that I feel definitely plays a role in the subscription being worth it to me. But also like to mention, because I forgot to include this at the beginning, but you do get 4 skips per year. And I will also say that on the very few occasions where a book has come damaged, they have been so kind and gracious, and all I had to do was take pictures of the damaged book, fill out a little form saying that it was damaged. Without fail, they have always sent me a new one. I even had an instance where I was sent the young adult book instead of the adult book, and I didn't notice for several months because I just sort of wasn't paying attention to my social media. So I wasn't like paying attention to what other people got versus what I got. And so when I noticed that other people had gotten a very different book than I did, I reached out to them, and I was worried because it was so many months afterwards that they wouldn't have any extra copies. But they did, and they were really nice about it. They let me keep the YA book. So all of my dealings with Fairyloot have been really positive. They respond promptly and positively, and they have taken care of me every single time with little to no fuss, you know? I really appreciate that, and you can do with that what you will. All right, so that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments and I will do my best to answer you. Please like this video if you liked it and subscribe if you want to see more from me. I hope to see you next time. Bye!